Okay.
A consultative meeting that brought together media stakeholders and the public was slated to give recommendations that would be used to review the current code of programming under the Information Act of the Laws of Kenya.
Now, there is also a contribution still under general obligation for broadcasting service. They're proposing adding the following to class 2.4.4, 2.4.5, and 2.4.6. They're proposing that 2.4.4 we should have this: broadcasters who package and/or commission programming content and channels must schedule program materials that adhere to generally accepted standards of this decency. These standards include but are not limited to respect of ethnic, cultural, economic, and religious diversities.
Although many stakeholders would agree to the said proposals, it is clear that the Communication Authority will tighten the noose for broadcasters who will air content during the watermark period, which is 5 a.m. to 10 p.m.
There is a proposal from KFCB, a proposed amendment of the clause to read as follows: schedule program materials that adhere to generally accepted standards of decency. These standards include but are not limited to respect of age. Here we are saying respect of ethnic. They are proposing that we add respect of age, ethnic, cultural, economic, and religious adversities. We have considered and we are proposing to amend it to read as proposed.
While many agree that it is necessary to label all broadcast content prior to airing it, it is compulsory to also include the age limit.
A watershed period on multi-channel broadcasting services which package foreign channels for viewing by consumers. Since programming on a channel may be broadcast at an appropriate time from the perspective of protection of minors in the country in which the channel is packaged, while due to different time zones, the channel may be broadcast in Kenya or other African countries at a time that may be inappropriate from the perspective of protection of minors. Our reading of this was that they are indicating that there are some programs which the pay TV providers may give us, which where they're getting it live, it is within the watershed period. But in Kenya, it may be outside the watershed period. We looked at this, and we looked at technology, we looked at the real scenarios, and our position is that the pay TV service providers should be able to give us content that was meant for us at the time that we as a country have said. Okay, so it may need them to reorganize themselves for something, but I want to believe it's just as the Act says that broadcasters are responsible for the content aired on their platform, and therefore the subscription providers are required to adhere to the regulations and license conditions in the countries in which they operate in. Because if you go by that proposal, it will mean that we'll be subjected to other people's watershed period. Yeah?
Following today's public consultative meeting between the stakeholders, it is now eyes on the authority to further analyze inputs before the proposed programming code is gazetted, ready to take effect before the end of June 2019. Reporting for TV 47 from Nairobi, I'm Clifford Ndubi.